guys, Saki here from SAKITECH, and as you can see in front of me, I have an iPhone XR. Now this one happens to be in coral color, and in this video what we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing of this smartphone, take a look at what's in the box, and also do a first-time setup and a software review of this product. So let's get started right away. So let's lift up the box, see what's inside. So there we go. It's dropping right on top of us. There we go, fantastic. Now you have user guides in here in this box on the top. And under this box, you have the actual iPhone XR in the coral color. So let's take a look at this thing right here. Oh, that's a fantastic color, as you can see. All right. So that's a good color. That's the front side. Let's put it aside for a second and see what's in the box. So in the box, we've got the adapter, the charger, the wall charger. We've got the earbuds that attach to the lightning port of your actual smartphone at the bottom over here. And then if we lift this up over here, we have the USB to lightning cable that's going to allow you to connect it to this one and then to the phone to charge it. All right, so let's put this stuff aside. This is just the basic Apple stuff you get with your iPhones. And let's look at the actual phone, do a tour around the actual product. It's right over here. All right, so that is in fact the coral color. And just so you guys know, let me just grab the red iPhone XR and put it right next to it so you guys can see the difference. I think these are two of the best looking colors on the market right now for the iPhone XR. So if I was to buy one of these phones, I would buy either this or that color. All right, now let's put this one to the side for a minute. And let's take a look at this guy. On the top here, we have the 12 megapixel camera. Over here, we have the LED light. And over here we have the Apple logo. At the bottom it says iPhone. Let's do a quick tour around the device. At the bottom we've got the lightning port. Of course we have one of the speaker grills. And of course the other speaker grill is on the top here, built into the earpiece that gives you stereo sound. On the side we've got the volume rockers, volume up, volume down. Got the mute button over here. On the side, at the bottom, on this side we have the SIM tray that can be ejected using a pin, and then you put your SIM card in here. And on the top we have the actual power button. All right, so again, very nice build quality, feels great in the hand, there's no question about that. You've got metal, glass on the back, glass on the front, and you've got aluminum trim around the edges of the device. It's brushed and it is not shiny, which is what I prefer. I prefer this over the iPhone X. So here's the iPhone XS. And it's got stainless steel. It's shiny, so it picks up fingerprints and dirt much more easy. But with this guy over here, with the brushed aluminum, it's going to be hard for it to pick scratches, fingerprints, or to lose its brushed look. So with the stainless steel, it's going to be a little bit easier for it to grab fingerprints. Unless you have a case, you're going to be cleaning that all the time. All right, so that's that. And then again, here's the red color, so you can see them side by side. These are two of my favorite colors. You can drop a comment down below and let me know which one you would choose if you had the option. Now let's actually move on, power this on, and set it up for the first time and see what happens. All right, so here we have the classic iPhone setup welcome screen. So let's swipe up, see what's going to happen. So it says hello. We're going to swipe right up. It wants me to choose a language. I want to tap on that. And then it wants me to select a country or region. So let's tap on that as well. Now, if you do have an existing iPhone or an iPad, you can bring it next to the iPhone and it's going to inherit all the settings such as Wi-Fi and passwords from that product into this product. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tap on Setup Manually, which is what most people are going to be doing anyway. So let's tap on Setup Manually. And then it wants me to pick a Wi-Fi. Let's pick this one over here. Let me dump in the password. Okay, so let's tap on Join. So it's going to join the actual network. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so it's trying to activate the actual iPhone. It's going to take a couple seconds here. Let's wait. Okay, so those are the data and privacy settings. You want to read over that and then click continue. And then you can set the Face ID or you can skip it. So basically it's just going to, the Face ID system on the notch over here is going to scan your face and it's going to unlock your phone for you. Now this is the same exact Face ID system and version you're going to find on the iPhone XS. All right, so let's tap on continue over here. Actually, cancel that. We're going to skip this for now, set up later. So it wants you to create a passcode. You can do that as well. I'm going to tap on passcode options. I'm going to skip to don't use passcode for now. We're just doing an initial setup. So don't use passcode. And then we're going to go to the apps and data. Do you want to restore the smartphone? I'm going to set it up as a brand new iPhone. So tap that, and then it wants me to put in the Apple ID, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, so that's being set up right now. Then it's going to ask me to pick accept terms and conditions. Let's tap on agree. And it's going to take a few minutes to set up your Apple ID. So let's wait for that to happen as well. Alright, so we're in the next screen. It wants me to pick up the Express settings. I'm going to just pick the actual Express settings, but you can always tap on customize settings and pick things one by one. Alright, so keep your iPhone up to date. Let's tap on continue. It's going to happen automatically. Enable location services, so the iPhone knows exactly where I am to use the location-based services. And then it wants me to set up Siri. I'm going to skip that as well for a minute. Set up later in settings. And then the screen time is a weekly report on how you use your iPhone. It keeps track of the apps that you guys use, and it tells you how much time you're wasting on apps like games or social media applications, and then you can manage it. So we can also set up later in settings. I'm going to show you that in a second. iPhone analytics, share with Apple, don't share. I'm just going to say don't share. Do you want the True Tone display? You can tap on this to see without the True Tone and with the True Tone. I like the True Tone display. I'm going to keep it like that. Tap on that as well. And then it wants you to pick a zoom, standard or zoomed. You tap on choose a view, and then you can see which one you like. Okay, so that's the zoomed version. The icons are a little bit bigger, and that's the standard version. Okay, then you tap on next, and then it wants you to go home by swiping up. It gives you a little tutorial here on how to use your smartphone. Tap on that. Switching between apps is very easy. Tap on that. Quick access to controls. Tap, and then welcome to iPhone. Swipe up to get started. So it was talking about this. If you swipe, that's fine. If you swipe from the top, it's going to bring down the control panel. If you swipe from the other angles, it's going to bring the today's screen. And of course, if you swipe, if I launch an application just like that, I can do this to go back home. Okay, so those are the basics of navigation on these new iPhones that do not have a home button on the front. All right, so let's look around. We have the apps, of course. Over here, we have the actual, let's just always allow. We have the actual widget screen over here that can be customized at the bottom here. And if you do go to the settings, I was talking about the screen time earlier. If you come over here, you'll see the screen time option. It should be somewhere here. Let's see, right there. Tap on it. Again, this screen time gives you insights about the time you spend on your iPhone. If you want to, you can enable this or disable this and manage your time and how you spend your time with your iPhone. Okay, and then click continue. This is my phone, and then you can say turn on screen time, and then you got the downtime. You got the app limits, so you can set limits on the apps. You can also choose apps that you do not ever set limits on, like the phone or the messaging. And then you get other options here that allows you to block certain applications from being accessed by other people. But again, this is just screen time. I'm not going to go into the details. If you do have an iPhone XR, go ahead and play with this option. It's a new option in iOS 12. But other than that, it's just a regular iPhone. Now, as you can see, it's the same settings like any other iPhone. Now, what I'm going to do, let me just increase the brightness a little bit here. Okay. So we're almost approximately at 60% over here. So let me just grab an iPhone 10 over here and put that at 60% as well, right over here. And then let's take a look at the bezels. Now, as you can see, the bezels on this smartphone are a little bit thicker than the bezels on this smartphone. So the iPhone XS does have thinner bezels. This one has thicker bezels. And of course, very soon I'm going to do a full comparison between these two smartphones so you can see all the differences in a step-by-step fashion. And of course, I'm going to give you guys a conclusion on which phone to choose between these two, which is a question a lot of people have been asking about. The iPhone XR versus the iPhone XS. I'm going to tell you what that is. But for now, let's go back to the XR. And that's basically everything I want to talk about. We did an unboxing, we did a tour, and we also looked at the overall settings and the first time setup. But again, if you go to the settings also, I do want to let you know, if you do go to the camera, something a lot of people are going to be using, here's where you change the settings of your videos, your slow motions, and other options pertaining to the camera settings. So if you just launch the camera, all you can do is swipe back and forth between different shooting modes. But if you want to change the settings of video recording capabilities, you go to that actual settings screen. Of course, if you're brand new to the iPhones, I'm going to show you one more thing really quickly. If you buy the iPhone and you're not fully familiar with everything, just swipe down. This is the search bar. Tap tips over here. Just type tips and then tap on the tips button. And it's going to give you some tips to get you started with your iPhone. So if I tap on what's new in iOS 12, it's got like 9 tips to help me out. It talks about emojis, talks about the messages, do not be disturbed options and all that stuff. So again, one more thing I forgot to mention is the screen on this product does not have 3D touch like the iPhone 8 Plus or the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 10 and 10s Max and all that stuff. So when you swipe down on the control center, normally you do a 3D pressure touch on these to expand the options. With this one, you just press and hold. So when you press and hold, it gives you a taptic feedback as well, and you get access to extra options under each setting. For example, if I tap on the music, it's going to expand and it's going to give me a bigger player and some other options at the bottom. Okay, so again, it's not 3D touch, but it's press and hold. So press and hold, and you also get a feedback when you do it. So that's another thing I wanted to quickly mention. Alright guys, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH, drop your comments below, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Have a fantastic day.